Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakakwadash. And double honors to those elders and brothers that's in the spirit. And peace to you, sincere brothers, the true house of David. The last few brothers out there that's left. And I just had a couple words this morning because I woke up and I was really thinking about this. And I'm always meditating and thinking about something. But, when you put anything over how Yahweh Shai came and how he taught and how the prophets came. When you do anything outside of that, you're coming up another way and you're disobeying the scriptures. More and more I meditate on Yahweh Shai and the scriptures, more and more you see that you have men and elders and just everybody going off. Because, when you put these prophecies and mysteries and these deep breakdowns of revelations and all these breakdowns, when you put all these prophecies over how Yahweh Shai actually taught our people to see and to believe and to have faith and to judge and to rebuke our people, when you put anything over that, the outcome of that is what it is today. A lot of men really don't believe, but they just have a whole lot of information and prophecies, which, prophecies is cool, but they're not the heavier matters of the law like the Lord said. And you must understand what that has done. That has put men in a place where they just trying to show how much fucking knowledge and data and info and all these prophecies that they have, other than really trying to be a brother, other than actually having charity, other than actually having faith or really seeing this thing through. And I really believe that you men that have done that has really been that has been planned out like that. That just didn't happen that way. Men didn't just push these prophecies and these mysteries like that, because if guys really pushed Yahweh Shai like they pushed these prophecies and these mysteries, I believe we would have been out of here a long time ago if guys would have been pushing those prophecies and these mysteries. And I believe brothers would be in a whole nother mind frame. They would be on a whole nother level if you would push the parables of if men really push the parables of Yahweh Shai and really push faith like that and really push rebuke on their people instead of worrying about Esau all fucking day. Even though brothers are gonna have info on Esau and this, that, and the third, but when you notice in the Gospels of the Lord, let's just talk about the Lord right now. Let's just talk about the Lord. When you notice in the Gospels of the Lord, he never mentioned Esau. It was a reason for that, because he's not important. You really have to have your faith. You have to have your discernment, and you have to be a brother, man, from the beginning. Not off the back just learning prophecies and history and the deep breakdowns. That has fucked men up. And a lot of men in these camps and all these major camps in these groups, these are synagogues of Satan now. And, as the brothers they brought out yesterday on when they went to camp, they brought that out too. And we've been bringing it out. To be kicked out of synagogue is a blessing, because men fear being kicked out of the synagogue for hopes that, when you go back to the story of Yahweh Shai, it was actually a blessing to get kicked out the synagogue when men actually feared it. So it's a beautiful thing for us to not be a part of no fucking group, because we're not held down by men or the flesh or what men think. It's a beautiful thing because you're not under a spell. See, all these camps and these men right now, they're under a fucking spell. Yeah, they may have all this history, prophecy, and info, but on the backdrop of that, they don't have Yahweh Shai, vision, faith, and they're not brothers. So when you actually teach prophecies and information and this thing more than you're teaching Yahweh Shai, you're coming up another way. And what that have done is that have destroyed a lot of guys, and they know a lot of information and prophecies, but they're not brothers. A lot of guys don't believe. A lot of guys have souling out. And a lot of guys are reprobate just because of that. See, it was the reason why the Lord taught more parables, he taught more faith, and he rebuked the shit out of those scribes and those Pharisees more than he brought out prophecies. Now, did I ever say the Lord didn't bring out prophecies? I never fucking said that. I just say the spirit of Yahweh Shai, it was about faith, mercy, and discernment, and that outrules prophecies like 3 or 4 to 1, pretty much. Because prophecies and these mysteries, these are things that are just gonna happen. But the discernment, faith, judgment, mercy, these things that the Lord taught, these outweigh those, because these were teaching you how to retain and stay in the spirit. You know, all the parables of Yahweh Shai, they were teaching you how to stay in the spirit. Now we live in a world which is very corrupt, in which the men in it at this time, especially the men teaching this truth, over 90% of their ass are fucking are compromised, and they're coming up another fucking way. And the Lord have set up certain brothers as myself and the other brothers. You know, we all see exactly what's going on, and that's the counter. And you know, the way of Yahweh Shai, that's the only how you gonna get out of here. You're not gonna get out of here by knowing all these prophecies. That shit don't matter, because you can know all these prophecies and these mysteries, and the Lord still destroy your ass. What matters is how the Lord taught. The Lord said, faith, mercy, discernment. These are the heavier matters of the law, according to Matthew chapter 23. And as you pay attention to the Gospels of Yahweh Shai, you have to follow how he actually moved. That's why I did to sit down on yesterday, just being able to see, not putting your emotions in it. When you leave your emotions out of this and you really just look at the scriptures and you examine them for what they is, you see that men are going off and camps are going off. That's why men are in a fucked up state right now. If you pay attention to God, they're not in a strong, hard spirit, because they put other things before they put the Lord. They put prophecies over the Lord. And when you put prophecies over the Lord and how the Lord came, you're coming up another way, and you bring in another spirit. So therefore, that's why guys are bugged out, and that's why these camps and everybody's bugged out. But it was set up that way to make this truth be the wide gate. So now, because everybody has these prophecies and these mysteries and shit like that, guys really don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai. You see how that actually turned out? So a lot of you men teaching these scriptures, you've been doing that shit for nothing, because if you're not moving like Yahweh Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is what the scriptures tell you, that it's a spirit of reproving and rebuking, and it's a spirit of counsel and might, just as the prophets of old brought. And the way the prophets of old taught, that's how Yahweh Shai, he was like all those prophets all up into one. Moses, Elijah. So by the time that the Lord got here in the New Testament, he had access to the Old Testament, the old scrolls. And you have to pay attention to how the Lord walked. You have to pay attention to the Lord, how the Lord walked, and what men have done. You know, I really believe men were set up to do that. They have put all these prophecies over what the Lord said and over the Lord's parables. Men have put these outside things over the Lord when he told you to focus on the inside of the cup. Now, when you go to Matthew 23, I know you guys hate Matthew 23, but these scriptures, and you guys avoid these things, you have really had men actually to go off the path. That's why a lot of men are not really strong like that, and men are effeminate. They're in the spirit of the scribes. They're in the spirit of the scribes, because men are really actually worried about the law, actually more than they're worried about how Yahweh Shai came. That's why men don't have any faith. And you see men like Yashawamba, and you see the SC narrator, and these top guys, they're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. They're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. They're in the spirit of news and information, which that's not the spirit of Yahweh Shai. And you have to blame the elders. You have to blame you guys. You guys have caused a lot of men to err. I mean, I don't know what type. I don't know who you guys are really working with, but we know you guys are not working through Yahweh Shai. Matthew chapter 23 and 25. Yeah. So, and like us, we know guys are working with the powers that be, but that's fine because on this side we're working with Yahweh Shai in the spirit. So it don't matter whoever you guys are working with. So this word is basically for the elect. And the rest of you guys, we don't really give a fuck. You guys can teach whatever the fuck you want because um what we're saying actually is going to get to certain brothers. And that's all that counts any fucking way. This ain't for the world. This ain't to get views on YouTube and shit and to be liked. We're blessed. The scriptures say you're blessed when you're hated, and that's according to the scriptures. But you're cursed when all men shall speak well of you. So you in these great camps and shit like that, you're cursed. You're cursed. And why are you cursed? Because you didn't teach. You're not teaching like the Lord, and you're not teaching brothers to teach like the Lord. You're not teaching brothers faith. You're not teaching brothers to actually see. What a lot of you elders and you guys are doing, you're slowly rocking Jake back to sleep with all this information sitting at these fucking parks, and you're weak. You don't think brothers that's in the spirit, that's in a real hard spirit, can't see guys are weak? You guys are weak because you did the things of what the Lord told you not to do. Now, this is Matthew 23 and 25. It says, woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because a bunch of you guys are actors. And the Lord actually let us know this. And according to the scriptures, our people are the ones that kill the prophets more than Esau. That's why the Lord never mentioned Esau, man. See, when you really see these scriptures for what they is, that'll leave you in a place where you're not gonna have a lot of friends. For you guys having this, we the best major this and this and that, and everybody flocking to you. Well, the only reason men flock to you because you've put the prophecies over Yahweh Shai and the prophets. That's what you did. So now you're teaching these things to come when you don't even have the faith and the discernment to battle the things to come. So you could tell guys about the mark of the beast and you don't even have no faith and no discernment about the things that's about the faith. You don't even really believe in this. So it don't matter how many videos you do on the mark of the beast because the majority of men really haven't been taught faith like that. They just been taught the mark of the beast. So a bunch of you fucking guys are reprobate, man. Matthew 23 and 25. But woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup and the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Right? The outside of the cup, the appearance, you may have the look, guys may have the group, the garments, they may have this and they may have that, but within themselves, they don't have the faith. They can't really see, and they're not brothers. We see you guys, man. A lot of you guys look grimy on the inside, and a lot of you are just in this for money. That's why the Lord said you're full of extortion and access. And a lot of you guys just like to sit in front of the fucking camera. Matthew 23 and 5. But all their works they do to be seen of men. They may bar their phylacteries and enlarge their borders of their garments. Right? You like to sit in front of the camera. You like to be seen now. And if I were you guys, man, I wouldn't be in front of that camera. Because to brothers that can see, a lot of you guys don't look fucking right, bro. You don't fucking look right. Verse 6, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogues. So that's why the Lord was against being the greatest or being on a high seat. That's why he fled to the mountains, because the Holy Spirit's not on the high seats. It's not. The Holy Spirit does not deal with the high seats and what men highly esteem. It doesn't deal with that. Now, that's according to the scriptures. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been drunken with this fucking world, and you really don't understand Yahweh Shai like that because you're in the flesh, because you taught prophecies over Yahweh Shai. But that's good for you, because a lot of you guys are fucking wicked for doing that. And in these last days, you should fear. You really should fear. Because we know a lot of you guys, that's why it was woe to you with Matthew 23. See, Matthew 23 is a very important chapter, which is all in red. That means the Lord spoke. And that means for a lot of you guys that try to avoid Matthew 23, you're not of the Lord. You're not of the Lord. As many as other various scriptures. Luke 11 backs up Matthew 23. Actually, it's the same chapter, but it's just in the eyes of Luke. Luke chapter 14. You have the Gospels of Mark. You have John. And that's just focus on the Gospels of Yahushua, not nothing else. When you really focus on the Gospels of Yahushua, you will see that all these men teaching this word, they're going off. Men are not brothers, man. Men are not brothers. The scriptures say they just they know you in name. Just like if you didn't have that name on your fucking title or nothing like that, then guys wouldn't fucking know you. It's a scripture in Sirach that says that. And the Lord set up us brothers to let you know that you guys are going off, because everybody that's in these major camps, they're not going to say nothing to their leaders or nothing like that. They're on a fucking spell. John chapter 10, verse 1, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that enters not the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber, right? A lot of you guys, you're fucking thieves and you're robbing the Lord, because you're taking this word and you put prophecies and information and history over the Lord. You're supposed to teach as the Lord taught. So we see that you guys don't have the spirit of rebuke. You don't have the spirit of reproof. A lot of you guys don't fucking believe. You don't have the faith, and you can't fucking see. And a lot of you guys don't have any charity. You're not really brothers. You're just doing this for money and for fame. And we see it. We see you guys, man. But he that entered the door but he that entered by the door is the sheep, is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter opened, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. Right? The only way you're gonna get out of here is by the way of Yahushua. That's the only fucking way. You guys that has been teaching these scriptures in your own fucking way, the Lord is not with you guys. The Lord is not with you guys. What you've done is you've set yourself up for failure in these last days, and the Lord is pointing that out, because you're not following the Lord. You followed your own spirit. And the scriptures say that you come in another spirit, men coming in another spirit, and if men teach another Yahushua, that's exactly what you guys are doing, because you're not in that austere, strong spirit. When you go to Mark, the 3rd chapter, the scriptures say that the Lord was angry. What was that? Luke 27 and 19 and 27, it says, come over here and slay my enemies before me. See, the Lord, he was in a strong spirit, man. And a lot of you guys, man, you're going to get a lot of these guys destroyed, but that's fine. That's good. That's good, because this was you guys' consolation. That's why the Lord said, don't take the high seats and take the low, because there's no spirit on high. But I got to get out of here. I just wanted to say that, to you men out there that privately subscribe to our channel, just know you're going to be destroyed, because the majority of you guys, you're not in the spirit of Yahushua. And by this time, you've been teaching them prophecies and all that, you're in the flesh. So you're not even in the spirit. So it's woe to you guys. And with that, hey, shalom.